Welcome. Today we will take you through a detailed step-by-step guide on how to build an SMTP bulk server and send unlimited emails. This tutorial is designed to be easy to understand even if you are not a technical expert. Let's get started. About me. My name is Pavan Khobragade from Nagpur, India. I am CEO and founder of the Lion Kingdom Agency, a website design and digital marketing agency. With expertise in the lead generation, sales funnel, e-commerce marketing, website design, and email marketing. I am to share my knowledge on creating an effective SMTP bulk server. Requirement. Before we dive, 1 minute. Before we dive into the technical details of building an SMTP bulk server, let's go over the basic requirements. This will help ensure that you have everything you need before starting the setup process. We will explain each term in detail, so even if you are not familiar with technical jargon, you will understand what to do. Domain name from provider like Namecheap or GoDaddy. A domain name is essentially your website's address on the internet, like example.com. It's what people type into their browser to find your website. Think of it as your online home address. Namecheap is a company where you can purchase your domain name. They offer a wide variety of domain names at affordable price. Other popular providers include GoDaddy and Google Domain. When choosing a domain name for email marketing, avoid names that might be associated with spam. For example, names like marketing.com or sales.com. Also, don't use your main company domain to avoid any potential issue with your primary email communication. Second, VPS server or cloud service. VPS stands for Virtual Private Server. It's a type of hosting service that gives you your own space on physical server, which you can use to host website or, in this case, an email server. A cloud service is similar but uses a network of remote servers hosted on internet to store and manage data. We recommended using a service like Colo House, which also we already know Trunky Internet. For this purpose, they provide VPS server that are reliable and have necessary features for setting up email server, such as Open Port 25, which is essential for sending email. 3. Domain and hosting with WordPress installed. Hosting is like renting a space on the internet where your website lives. When you buy hosting, you are paying for the space and resources your website needs to operate. WordPress is a popular content management system that makes it easy to create and manage the website. It's user-friendly and doesn't require you to know how to code. Providers like Bluehost or Hostinger offer packages that include both domain registration and hosting services. Often with WordPress pre-installed, this simplifies the process that get you up and running quickly. Fourth, Mailster Plugin to send unlimited email. Mailster is a premium WordPress plugin designed for managing and sending email newsletters. It's a powerful tool that allows you to send unlimited emails, create campaigns, and track their performance. Think of it as a control center for your email marketing effort. With the Mailster, you can manage your email list, design email templates, and automate your email campaign. By ensuring you have this component ready, you will be prepared to set up your SMTP bulk server and begin sending unlimited emails. Now that we have understand the requirement, let's move on the next step. Block diagram. Welcome to our block diagram slide. Here we will break down each components of our SMTP bulk server setup, making it easy for anyone to understand. even if you are not technically inclined. Let's start by defining each term and understanding their roles in the system. SMTP server. SMTP stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. This server is the heart of our email sending system. It's responsible for sending, receiving, and relaying email between email sender and receiver. Think of it as a postal service for email, making sure your message gets to their destination. Mailster Plugin. Mailster is a WordPress plugin designed for email marketing. It allows you to create, manage, send email campaigns directly from your WordPress site. This plugin makes it easy to organize your email list and track the performance of your campaigns. Email list. An email list is a collection of email addresses that you plan to send your message to. This can be your customer, subscriber, or any other group of people who have given you permission to email them, or you can send cold email as well. Managing a clean and up-to-date email list is crucial for successful and email marketing. Client inbox. The client inbox is where the recipient receives your email. It's like the mailbox at someone's home, but digital. When your email is sent, it ends up in the inbox of the recipient's email service, such as Gmail, Yahoo, or Outlook. Internet. The internet is a global network that connects computer and server around the world. In our setup, it acts as a highway that carries your email from SMTP server to the client inbox. SMTP warm-up. SMTP warm-up is the process of gradually increasing the number of emails sent through your new SMTP server. This helps build a good reputation with email provider and ensure highly deliverability rates. Think of it as a breaking in the new pair of shoes slowly to avoid blisters. WordPress platform. WordPress is a popular content management system used to create and manage websites. In our setup, it's the platform where we install the Mailster plugin to manage our email campaigns. It's user-friendly and offer many features that make it easy to use even for the beginners. Okay. Let's connect the dots, how it all works together. Now let's see how all these components work together to send your emails. Starting point, WordPress platform and Mailster plugin. You create your email campaign using the Mailster plugin on your WordPress site. Email list. You select your email list which contains the address of your recipients. SMTP server. When you send your email campaign, the SMTP server takes over. It processes the email and prepare them for delivery. Internet. The email travels through the internet just like a letters traveling through the postal system. Client inbox. Finally, the email arrives the recipient inbox and ready to be read. SMTP warm-up. Over the time, as you send more email, the SMTP warm-up process ensures that your server maintains a good reputation, helping your emails avoid spam filter and reach inbox. Each components play a vital role in ensuring that your emails are delivered successfully and efficiently. By understanding this term and their functions, you can better manage and optimize your email marketing campaign. I hope this detailed breakdown of our block diagram help you understand how an SMTP bulk server works. Even if you are not technical savvy, each part of this system is crucial for effective email marketing. And with this knowledge, you are well on your way to master it. Let's move on the next step in this tutorial. Domain name. In this section, we will discuss the importance of choosing the right domain name for your email marketing campaign. Well, explain that a domain name is why it is matter and how to select one that ensure high deliverability. What is domain name? A domain name is the address that people type into their web browser to visit your website. It's like your online street address. For example, in www.example.com. Example.com is the domain name. Why domain name matters? Choosing the right domain name is crucial, especially for email marketing. If your domain name looks suspicious, spammy, your email might end up in the spam folder. This means people won't see them and your email marketing efforts will be wasted. Avoid spammy keywords. Avoid using domain name that include spammy keywords such as marketing, sales, or lottery. These keywords are often associated with spam and can negatively affect your email deliverability. Example of good domain names. Instead of choosing the domain name that is simple, professional, and relevant to your business, for instance, yourbrand.com, brandemail.net are good choices. These names look trustworthy and are less likely to flagged as a spam. Using a new domain for cold email marketing. For cold email marketing, it's best to use a new domain specifically for this purpose. Cold emailing means sending email to people who haven't interacted with your brand before. Using a new domain helps protect your main company reputation. For example, if your main domain is mycompany.com, you could use mycompanymail.com for cold email. Avoid company email addresses. It's also important to avoid email addresses like sales@company.com or marketing@company.com. These addresses can be flagged spam filter. Instead of use addresses like info@yourbrand.com or support@yourbrand.com. These are more neutral and less likely to be marked as a spam. Focus on .com or .net extension. When choosing a domain extension, it's best to stick with .com or .net. These extensions are most trusted and have the highest deliverability rate. While other extensions like .org, .co, .biz can work, they might not be reliable for email marketing. So let's discuss the summary. In this summary, your domain name plays a critical role in the success of your email marketing campaign. Choose a simple, professional name without spammy keyword. Use a new domain for cold emailing to protect your main company's reputation, and prefer .com or .net extension for better deliverability. By following this guideline, you ensure your email reaches to your audience inbox, not the spam folder. VPS server. Now let's move on the most crucial component of your email sending setup, the VPS server. The VPS stands for Virtual Private Server. It's essentially a dedicated section for physical server that is partitioned to act as its own separated server. Imagine it's like an apartment in a big building. You have your own space, but you are still part of larger structure. A VPS server provides you with virtual space where you can host your website, run application, and in our case, set up an SMTP server for sending email. It's like having your own personal computer that's always online and can be accessed from anywhere in the world. Why use VPS server? You might wonder, why not just use regular hosting service? Here are the key reasons. Control. 1. Control. With the VPS, you have full control over your server environment. You can install, configure software as needed. Performance. VPS server generally offer better performance than shared hosting because resources like CPU and RAM are dedicated to your virtual server. Security. Since you have your own isolated environment, it's more secure compared to shared hosting where multiple users share the same resources. Scalability. As your need grow, you can easily upgrade your VPS without significant downtime or hassle. Choosing a VPS provider for our setup, we are using VPS from Colo House, specifically their trunky internet service. However, you can choose any reputable provider that meets this criteria. 1. Port 25 must be open. This is a crucial because port 25 is default port used for sending email through SMTP. Some provider block these ports to prevent spam, so make sure it's open. Custom Cloud VPS. A custom VPS allows you to tailor the specification to meet your needs. For the purpose, a VPS with at least 5 GB or more than 5 GB is sufficient. This will give us enough space to install necessary software and store data. At least we required more than 5 GB because so many mails we will receive from the client side. So we always prefer more than 5 GB. We will discuss in next slides. Reliable hostname and IP address. Your VPS should come with static IP address, an IP that doesn't change, and ability to set hostname. The name your server will be known by on the internet. Selecting plans. For this tutorial, we recommended the T40 VPS plan. It's offer a good balance of resource and cost. Here is what you need to look for in the plan. Storage more than 5 GB, RAM and CPU enough to handle the load sending multiple emails without slowing down. The T40 plan typically provides this. Operating system. Ensure the server can be run Ubuntu 18.04, a popular Linux distribution that's stable and secure. To summarize, the VPS server is like your personal space in the vast world of the internet. It gives you control, performance, security, and scalability, which are essential for running SMTP server to send bulk email. By choosing a provider like Colohouse and selecting a plan that meets your need, we are selecting a strong foundation for our email marketing setup. Name server update. In this section, we will discuss how to update your name server. This is crucial step to ensure that your domain name correctly points to your VPS server. Let's break it down to step by step. First, let's understand what is name server is. A name server is a server on the internet that helps to translate domain name like example.com into IP address like 192.168.1.1, which is computer used to identify each other on the network. When you buy a domain name from the provider like Namecheap or GoDaddy, your domain name needs to know where the point to find your website. This is where name server come in. They act like a phone book, directing the domain name to the correct IP address of your server. To update your name server, follow the step. 1. Log into your domain registrator accounts. This is where you purchase your domain name such as Namecheap or GoDaddy. 2. Navigate the DNS setting. Look for the section usually labeled as DNS or name server or domain setting, or you can see advanced DNS. This is where you manage setting for your domain name. Update the name server. You will need to replace the current name server with the new name server provided by your VPS server provider. Typically, this will be sometimes like ns1.yourvpsprovider.com and ns2.yourvpsprovider.com. Save your changes. Make sure to save any changes you make. It can take up to 48 hours for the changes to propagate it across the internet. By updating the name server, you are telling the internet that your domain name shows now pointing to your VPS server instead of old server or default setting. Updating name server is important for several reasons. One is accuracy. Ensure your domain name's direct visitor to correct IP address of your VPS server. 2. Security. Helps protect your domain from being misdirected or hijacked. 3. Performance. Improve the reliability and the speed of your website pointing to your powerful VPS server. If you encounter any issue while updating your name server, here are some common troubleshoot tips. Propagation delay. Remember that the change can take up to 48 hours to take effect. Be patient. Typographical error. Double check that you have entered the name server correctly without any typos. Registrar support. If you are still having problem, contact your domain registrar support team for assistance. To recap, updating your name server is a simple but essential step in the setting up your SMTP bulk server. By ensuring your domain name points to the correct VPS server, you lay a strong foundation for reliable and efficient email delivery. Thank you for following along. In the next section, we will dive into connecting to your server and further configuration. Stay tuned. Connect to the server. Now we will learn how to connect our VPS server using SSH client called Putty. This might sound technical, but don't worry, I will explain every step and turn in the simple language. What is VPS server? First, let's understand what is VPS server is. VPS stands for Virtual Private Server. Think of it as a computer that you can access over internet just like your laptop, but it's more powerful and always online. Why do we need to connect the server? Connecting to the server allows us to manage it remotely. We can install software, configure settings, and control everything without needing to be physically present where the server is located. What is SSH? SSH stands for Secure Shell. It's a protocol which is sets of rules that allow us to securely connect to our server over the internet. Think of it as a secure way to access your server from anywhere in the world. What is Putty? Putty is a free software that lets us use SSH to connect to our server. It's like a remote control for our server. Let's see how we can set up. Step-by-step guide to using Putty. First, we need download Putty. Go to the Putty website putty.org and download the installation for your operating system, Windows, Mac or Linux. Follow the instruction to install on your computer. Open Putty. Once installed, open the Putty application. Enter the server IP address in the hostname or IP address field. Enter the IP address of your VPS server. You can find IP address in the confirmation email from your VPS provider. Set port number. Make sure port field is set to 22, which is default for port for SSH connection. Save the session. You can save this setting by entering name under saved session and clicking the save. This way you won't have to enter IP address and port number every time you use Putty. Connect the server. Now click on the open button. Terminal window will appear asking for your username. Login with SSH. Enter username for your server, usually the default username as a root. After entering the username, you will be prompted for your password. Type your password and press enter. Successful connection. If everything is correct, you will be logged into your server and you will see command like interface where you can enter command to manage your server. Summary. To recap, we download and install Putty, entered our server IP address, set the port to 22, saved the session, log into the server using SSH. Now we are connected to our VPS server and ready to manage it. Importance of connecting securely. Using SSH and Putty ensures that our connection to the server is secure. This means that our data is protected from unauthorized access while we manage our server. Using SSH and Putty ensures that our connection to the server is secure. This means that our data is protected from unauthorized access while we manage our server. Installation of Mailinbox. Welcome to installation of Mailinbox. By the end of session, you will have working Mailinbox installation on your server. First, we need to switch to the root user. The root user has all the permissions needed to install software on your server. To do this, type the command sudo -i in your terminal and press enter. This command temporarily give you the highest level of access, on your server. Think of the root user as a super admin of your server, allowing you to make changes that regular user can't. Next, we will install a tool called Telnet. A Telnet will help us to check if the port 25 is open. Port 25 is crucial because it's the standard port used for sending email. Ports are like channels that allow different type of internet traffic to enter and leave your server. Port 25 specifically handle email traffic. Now let's set the hostname of your server. Your hostname should be your domain name. The hostname is like nickname of your server. It helps identify your server on the internet. We are ready to install Mailinbox. These steps might look complex, but it's straightforward. Copy and paste this command curl -s https://mailinbox.email/setup.sh sudo bash and press enter. This command downloads and runs the Mailinbox installation script. Mailinbox is the software that will manage your email server. The command fetches the installation script from the internet and runs it, setting up everything you need. Next, we need request or reverse DNS for your server. Contact your hosting provider, ask them to set up reverse DNS record for your server's IP address. This step is important for email deliverability and ensure that your emails are not marked as spam. Reverse DNS is like a verification steps that links your server's IP address back to your domain name. It helps email service trust that your server is legitimate. We need to secure our server with SSL TLS certificate. This ensures that the data transfer between your server and the email recipient is encrypted and secure. SSL TLS certificate are likely logged on your server door. Ensure that only you and your email recipient can read message. Finally, we need configure DNS SSEC record. DNS SSEC records adds an extra layer of your security to your domain. DNSSEC helps you prevent from hackers redirecting your emails to their server. Ensure that your email reach to intent recipients securely. Great job! You have successfully installed Mailinbox on your server. Here's a quick recap what we did. Switch to the root user. Installed Telnet to check the port 25. Set your hostname. Install Mailinbox. Request reverse DNS. Installed SSL TLS certificate. Configured DNSSEC. Now your SMTP server is ready to send emails securely and efficiently. Test SMTP. In this section, we will cover how to test SMTP server, ensure it's working correctly. The SMTP stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, and it's a technology that allows emails to be sent over the internet. When you send email, it first goes to SMTP server. SMTP server then forward the email to the recipient email server, which delivers it's in their inbox. Testing the SMTP server is essential to make sure that this process works smoothly. We will use two tools to test our SMTP server: Gmass SMTP test tool and Mailster. These tools help us to verify that our server can send email and that these emails won't end up in the spam folder. First, let's use the Gmass setup test tool. This tool checks if your SMTP server is correctly set up to send email. Go to the Gmass SMTP test tool website, enter your SMTP server detail, your domain name, the username and the password you set during the server setup. Click Test SMTP setting. The tool will then attempt to send the test email using your SMTP server. If something is set up correctly, you will see the message saying the test was successful. Now we will use Mailtester to ensure that emails sent from your server are properly configured, not likely to mark as spam. Go to Mailtester website. You will see unique email address generated by Mailtester. Copy this address. Now go to your email client on your Mailster plugin. Send an email to this address. After sending this email, go back to Mailtester website and click Check Your Score. Mailtester will analyze your email and provide the detailed report. Mailtester report will show you ensure out of 10. A high score indicates that your email well configured, unlikely to be marked as a spam. The report will also highlight any issues such as missing DNS records, problem with your email content that you need to fix. Let's go over some key terms that might appear in the reports. DNS record. These are the settings that links your domain name to your email server. They help ensure your email are correctly routed. Spam score. This measures how likely your email is marked as a spam. Lower scores are better. Reverse DNS. To confirm that the IP address of your email server match your domain name, with the help of prevent that emails from being marked as a spam. SSL TLS. These are securely protocols that encrypt your email to protect them from being intercepted. Testing your SMTP server is crucial because it ensures your email are delivered successfully and securely. It helps you identify fixed issues that could prevent your email from reaching your recipient inbox. Thank you for following along with the SMTP testing tutorial. With this test, you can be confident that your SMTP server is set up correctly and ready to send email efficiently. If you have any question, feel free to reach out. Install Mailster plugin. Mailster is a user-friendly email marketing plugin for WordPress. It allows you to design beautiful newsletter, manage your email list, track the performance of your email campaign. It's an essential tool for anyone looking to send bulk email efficiently. First, let's navigate the WordPress dashboard. This is the main control panel. This is the main control panel for your WordPress website, where you can manage all the aspects of your site, including plugin. Step 1, access the plugin menu. Upload the Mailster plugin. Step 2, upload the Mailster plugin. Step 3, choose the plugin file. Step 4, activate the plugin. Let's go over some key terms to ensure they understand everything. Plugin. A plugin is a software add-on that extends functionality of the website. In this case, Mailster is a plugin that adds email marketing capability to your WordPress site. Dashboard. The WordPress dashboard is the main administrative area where you manage your website. SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. The protocol used to sending emails. License key, a unique code that verify your purchase and allow you to use plugin features. Template, a pre-designed layout that you can customize to create your email newsletter. And that's it. You have successfully installed and configured Mailster plugin. Now you are ready to start sending beautiful email newsletter. Book one-to-one free consultation. In this section, we are going to explain how you can book one-to-one free consultation with me, Pavan Khobragade, to discuss your email marketing needs and any question that you might have about setting up your bulk SMTP server. Booking a consultation is simple and straightforward. Here is how you can do it step by step. First, click on the link provided on this slide. These links will take you the scheduling page. Once you are scheduling page, You will see a calendar with available dates and time for consultation. Select the date and time that suits you best. After selecting the time, you will be prompted to enter your detail, fill your name, email address and specific question or topic you want to discuss during the consultation. This helps me prepare and makes the most of our time together. Finally, confirm your booking. You will receive the confirmation email with all the details of your appointment. It will include a link to join online meeting as a schedules time. Don't hesitate to book your free consultation today. Click the link, choose a convenient time. Let's work together to achieve your email marketing goal. I look forward to helping you succeed. Thank you.